So something that I think a lot of the fandom, including myself, refuses to let go is that the hope of one day our once upon a time favorite character, or one of our all-time favorite characters in Dragon Ball, Gohan, will kind of be bestowed upon us with all of his old glory of just being an awesome dude as far as being a great fighter and all that good stuff. And the question I wanted to present today is, do you think possibly in the Goku Black Zamasu arc, Gohan will partake in some sort of fighting, some sort of contribution based on what we've seen in one of the latest episodes? Because as he was hearing the story of what's going on with Goku Black and Zamasu and everything like that, you look at Gohan and you can tell he was interested. He was kind of like, holy shit, you know, he didn't really speak too much, he didn't really give too much input, he was just mainly asking questions, but you can see at the very least that he was intrigued. Now, because of what we know based off the preview for the upcoming episode and stuff like that, it doesn't seem like Gohan actually went to the future, but there's still a possibility because we've been traveling back and forth between the future and the past, so you never know if in the next time they retreat, or one more time that they gotta come back, that they come back and they grab Gohan. But here's the thing, if Gohan was involved in this battle, how would he actually contribute? Because at this particular point, I mean, you go to Resurrection F and he was nothing against First Form Frieza. First Form Frieza pretty much owned Gohan and he said, oh, I don't even know if I could go Super Saiyan. We do know that we did see a little bit of him training with Piccolo, so you can assume that at the very least maybe he's back to somewhat being able to fight at the very least. He's not completely rusty like he was going into Resurrection F and even to a certain extent Battle of Gods. I think he was more formidable in Battle of Gods than he was in Resurrection F, but ultimately you can see that at the very least, based on that training, he might be somewhat a little less rusty than he was. But again, against these gods that are absolutely insanely powerful, it seems as though Gohan wouldn't be much of a threat. But based on the way things have been going with Dragon Ball Super, you've seen that Trunks at the very least has been able to somewhat keep up a fight against them. Now, the thing is that Trunks, based on what we know from the anime, and I know there's different continuities at this particular point for the manga and anime, but in the manga as well, you've seen that Trunks, he went through a lot of shit. He trained with the Z Sword. He pretty much was on par with Super Saiyan 3 at the very least in the manga, Goku. So you can say that at this particular point, even before, you know, Trunks had this gigantic buff, Trunks was already stronger, a lot stronger than Gohan, because he didn't have time to get rusty. He continued to fight his way through hell with Goku Black and Zamasu, even after the stuff with the androids and Cell. So I think one of the only answers at this particular point for Gohan to at the very least have some sort of contribution would be, one, maybe jumping in the hyperbolic time chamber, two, possibly him unlocking his hidden potential yet again, because it seems as though once he gets rusty, it goes dormant. But I think that power, that hidden rage that Gohan has that allows him to, you know, obtain great feats and ultimately surpass what he once was, is still within him. It's just that you gotta unlock it. So if Gohan was to train similar to what happened with Trunks, even though sometimes you could look at it as it seems a little bit illogical, I think with enough training at the very least, Gohan can have somewhat of a decent amount of power to contribute to the whole cause against Black and Zamasu. But at this particular point, the question is, are they going to allow it to happen? Because we thought maybe in the tournament, Gohan was going to show up, and we even had a little bit of an inkling of him training with Piccolo, and then that didn't happen. And then now, once again, you can see that he has some interest in this. And one of the reasons why I think it would be perfect for Gohan to show up and, you know, contribute to the fight and everything is the fact of the connection that Gohan and Trunks has had in the future timeline, and even when Trunks came back when he was a little kid. There is a connection there. You know, Gohan was in future Trunks' timeline his mentor, and granted it's not the same exact person, obviously, you know, that Gohan died and this is our Gohan, but nonetheless there's a connection there. And I think even if it's a small contribution of like kind of what Vegeta did at the end of the Cell saga, where he blasted Cell enough for Gohan to get, you know, the final blast and kill Cell or whatever, I think that that would be a perfect moment for Gohan. I don't think it would completely redeem everything we feel about him, but I think that'd be enough for us to say, okay, Gohan, yeah, he doesn't really give a shit about training anymore. He's all about the books, he's all about work, he's all about providing for his family, but when push comes to shove, he will jump in. And I think that would be the perfect opportunity to do that. I mean, let's just say Trunks is going blow for blow with Goku Black, which I think if Gohan had enough of a capability to keep up, you know, just at least train in the hyperbolic time chamber, unlock that hidden potential, ultimately he could have even been there helping Trunks to fight off Goku Black and Zamasu while Goku and Vegeta went and planned. Now, obviously, I don't know the future of this arc or anything like that, but I think it would be a great thing to have Gohan implemented in this fight, because it kind of all ties back to the history of Trunks, and it would be a great look. It would overall just be an incredible thing for Gohan's character to contribute. Is it likely that he'll be involved based on what they've been doing with Super? Probably not. Should he actually take part? And based on the latest episode, does it look like they're hinting at it? And the past couple times they've been hinting at it, based on him training with Piccolo, based on this latest episode where he's kind of like intrigued on what's going on, it looks like it could happen. But as of right now, it's like, well, they've been shafting him for a while now. He's, been outranked by pretty much everyone. How much can he contribute even with training? And that's where I wanted to ask you guys. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that there's a possibility, based on the training he had with Piccolo, based on the latest episode, Gohan looking like he's actually intrigued in all this and kind of wants to help out, do you think that he'll contribute in this fight against Goku Black and Zamasu in one way or another? Whether it just be, holding off one of them, whether it be that he goes crazy himself like he used to when he was younger and unlocks a hidden potential and ultimately helps to stall? Or do you think that they're going to continue doing what they've been doing in Super, and that's negating the fact that once upon a time Gohan was the shit? And your overall thoughts of this? Just thought this was something that I wanted to discuss with you guys and get you guys' opinion. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and stalk my Facebook to get more when the video ends. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.